How's it going, everyone? It's Jed. Welcome to Sunday's Bitcoin update. Hope everyone had a great weekend. Let's get straight to it. So we are on the Bitcoin chart on the 4-hour time frame. This is where we last left off on the mastermind. So I mentioned that we have this local area here, and I mentioned that I wasn't expecting any volatile movement, just considering that it already did move up, and I mentioned that it was, most likely going to just move sideways, aka called accumulation, and that's what's happening right now. So there's that daily region, which we'll get into a sec. But here's that 4-hour breakout. It tests that next 4-hour, right? So it's breaking out the 4-hour, so it's going to test that next 4-hour. We're going to evolve this for anyone that's really interested in the very local areas. But regardless, we have this 4-hour downtrend that's still suppressing price, and the second point was marked on the 15th of February. So 10 days this has been um, valid so far. So as we get closer to this local apex and then, extend it more and more and more, or, if we see some laddering around this region, or if it breaks out of here and then breaks out of this tested 4-hour level there, they'll give it the opportunity to break out of this local macro downtrend on the 4-hour. Um, but so far, everything looks good. It's nothing bearish, nothing too bearish. Let's actually make a downtrend on the downside. So we're gonna mark this point, right? Go there, and then we're gonna evolve it to the next one. So as you can see, it's not necessarily, actually, it's a slight uptrend. In that case, it's not actually downtrend, right? Some people would mark it from here to here, right? Right? Some people would force it to make it look like it's a downtrend. But remember, guys, we're going to the next candle and then, to the next distribution wick. And as you can see, it's actually, if it's 0.02, that means it's in a 0.02 uptrend, which isn't really much, but it is an uptrend. So again, you don't want to force it to make it look like a downtrend, right? Because if you move it here, nothing has hard close below it. One second, sorry, it's acting crazy. Nothing has hard close below it, so there's no reason to evolve this to this point. Okay, so we can actually delete this. Overall looks pretty good. Just normal accumulation distribution. Bitcoin just moved up, so yeah, that's just part of the cycle, guys. There's only two cycles, accumulation and distribution. So we'll see how this local area holds. Let's go to the daily time frame and see what that's looking like. So, okay, perfect. So we definitely have to delete this. This is no longer valid, right? It was valid for almost a week, and then it hard closed in the body of that candle. So let's delete this. We still have this level is untested. Go back to that 4-hour. Honestly, it's probably holding some sort of 1 hour within this region here if we go far from the left to the right. So go to the 1 hour. See, there's nothing here that's holding, this structure. If we go to this, if we go to this 1 hour time frame, work our way up from left to right, right? The nearest last red candle before this uptrend would be right here, and then right, you got the top portion there. But when you mark this top portion, it was valid for this point, but then now it's invalid, right? So once it gets around this range, that's when it becomes invalid. But you can see it was a pretty nice structure of support within this region here. So let's just delete this. This is the level that's holding, pretty much the structure right now. Eventually, I do think it's gonna test this at daily levels, because they're untested, right, guys? So if it does fall back down, I'm not sure how long this 1 hour could hold. I'm not sure if it could hold it again. But eventually, personally, I think it would go around this daily region. And hopefully that gave it the opportunity and momentum to bounce out of this 4-hour and this 4-hour and hopefully to this daily. So, um, yeah. So really, not too much to update here, as usual. Um, but yeah, this is again, I would say start strategizing again. Any coins that you guys are interested. I'm kind of curious how the other altcoins look if they're, moving in accumulation, they're moving sideways, and we can figure out some entries. Okay, so yeah, I'll see you on the altcoin update, and take care.